Well, greetings once again to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver again, coming back to you with another of my, I guess this would be my second top whatever video. I did previously a top 5 video, my top 5 favorite Seikos. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Wanted to do a top 5 of my very favorite watch brand right now. As everyone knows, I am a big fan of Zelos, the micro brand owned by Elshin Tang out of Singapore. I think the watches are fantastic. I think the designs are first rate, very high quality watches. I've owned up to 20 at one time. I'm now down to 18 now. I sold a few. I've acquired a few. My father has a couple of them as well, and he's a big watch collector in his own right. Only ever had problems with one watch. The crown froze up on a version 1 Mako. I had a new one to me in 3 days. Hell, the United States Postal Service can't deliver a watch to me in 3 days. Elshin via FedEx International sent it across the Pacific Ocean and across all of a continent to get it to me in 3 days. And that was for a warranty claim. You tell me, who else is going to treat you that well? I think nobody, but I'm open to interpretation if you can find somebody else. But what I have here, and it was a very difficult decision to pick just 5 of my Zelos watches because I really enjoy all of them. It was really hard to pick the first 3 were easy. It was the last 2 that were really hard to do because there's a lot of them that I love very equally. But I did it. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give you a brief description of each one, show them to you. If you want more in-depth, movements, measurements, that kind of thing, I've done videos on all of these watches. Go back through my archives and go ahead and look for them and watch them. I think you'll find them very interesting. Well, let's start. Number 5. And this was really a hard one to pick numbers 4 and 5, but I did pick one of my 4 hammerhead watches. Of the 4 hammerheads, I like this one the most because this one, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying, except for the Damascus hammerheads, this one is one of the most unique. This is, most of the hammerheads are in bronze. This one happens to be in stainless steel or titanium. I'm sorry, I forgot about the titaniums. But he did 50 of these in stainless steel. And other than my friend Devore over on Facebook, I know I believe he still owns it. But other than him, I've never seen anyone taking a picture of or wearing or anything of these. There's only 50 of these. I have number 31. And I really love the way that it also looks a bit monochromatic, I admit, but I really love the way the hammerhead shape looks in stainless steel. I really do. I think, especially polished. I mean, the titaniums look great, and they're certainly lighter weight, but they have sort of a dull titanium finish. The bronze, and I have 2 of those, look fantastic as well, but I like shiny things too. And bronze, when it patinas, is no longer shiny. And if you want to keep bronze shiny, it's a pain in the butt. So I'm not going to do that. I'll let them patina, and they look fantastic. But I really love the way the hammerhead looks in stainless steel. And I think the sailcloth with the leather, the gray sailcloth with the leather backing that Zelos includes with this watch really looks good. And yes, I know the crown is unscrewed for the upteenth time because I know I'm going to get questions on it. I wind my watches often to keep them going. These are very fine threads, and if they're not on a winder and I'm winding them manually, I leave the crowns unscrewed until I wear them so I don't beat the threads up. Because I've done that to a couple of watches, and it's very expensive to get those threads, to get a new stem, especially when you're talking about a part from Singapore. So I leave them unscrewed. So this is number 5. This is my hammerhead stainless steel, number 31 of 50. I have at number 4 one of my 2 swordfish. I have a blue one, but I really loved this aquamarine watch face. I think it looks beautiful against the stainless. It really pops for me, and it's certainly unique in my collection. I have no other watch that looks like this in terms of the coloring or in terms of the style. The swordfish was a fantastic release for Zelos. I think it looks really good. It wears really well, as you can see. I love the bracelet, the micro adjuster. The diver's extension works as a micro adjuster as well, so it can be an on-the-fly adjuster. This is really important for where I live, where it can be relatively nice temperature in the morning, and your wrist is one size, and then it heats up to astronomical levels of heat, and your body swells up, and you need a little more room. Really easy to get more room with this extension / micro adjuster. As a matter of fact, you can see on the bracelet there's really not much micro adjuster available to you. So the style of the watch and the watch face make this one of my top 5 Zelos favorites. Number 3, now you could almost throw a blanket over these 3, and you could blindfold me and say pick one up, and that's your number 3. Pick another one up, that's your 2. And the last one is your number 1, because all 3 of these are fantastic pieces, and really proud to have acquired all 3 of these watches. But I had to order them 3-2-1, and so I chose to order the bronze, fully skeletonized Sky Raider manual wind as my number 3. This watch was originally my father's. He bought this one, but eventually, after he had enjoyed it for a good while, he handed it to me and said, "It's really too hard for my fingers to wind this thing, and I have plenty of watches. I want you to have this one and take care of it for me." Okay. Not going to argue with him. He's my father. You don't argue with my father. Commandment 5, I believe. Honor thy mother and thy father. So if my father wishes me to take care of one of his watches, I'll take care of one of his watches. It's beautiful on both sides. I mean, you could almost wear this watch backwards like this, if it could work, just to watch that movement play. You know, I mean, watch that wheel just beat back and forth. Watch this. I guess that's called the escapement right there. You know, tick 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 tick. It's beautifully decorated, blued screws, jewels. Plissage is in there. I guess it's plissage. I don't know. And if I'm mispronouncing that word, I don't care. I speak 2 languages, English and bad English. So leave me be. The bronze is patinaed in nicely. And I just let it go. I mean, I live in a humid climate, so my bronze patinas in very nicely without having to dip it in oasis of liver and egg salad and immerse it in olive oil for 14 hours and 53 minutes and 45 seconds and then beat it to death with a rock or whatever the hell everyone else is doing with their watches. I just let it go. And it makes a nice, even patina for me, and I like it. So very nice. Love my Skyraider. Now you know that this watch had to be in my top 5. It had to be. This is the newest release from Zelos when this video was made. This is the Horizons GMT. They have 9 different watches. They have 4 stainless steels, blue, gray, green, and meteorite, and they have 4 bronze, blue, gray, green, meteorite, and then they have the Timekeeper edition, which is what this one is. This one was only offered to people who were members of the Facebook Zelos Timekeepers group. Special web link, password protected. Only 90 of these are being made public. There are 100 of them, but only 90 are being released. Elshin is holding back 10 for various reasons. I believe for gifts and or warranty issues. And you can see the aventurine face sparkles beautifully, picks up the light beautifully. It's just a beautiful 40 millimeter home run of a watch. And I believe the first GMT for Zelos, and it works very well. Very smooth on the winding. Screw down crown. It's very water resistant. It has that very unique rotor with the Z right there in the middle. I guess that's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Custom made rotor for this watch. Beautifully dressed movement underneath. It's a bi-directional ball bearing 60 click bezel. It just works beautifully. And that aventurine dial is just something that is very unique to my collection and never seen it anywhere else before, and I just love it, and so glad that I waited for this watch. It was so worth the wait, and I'm very happy to have it. Finally, number one couldn't be anything else in my Zelos collection than this watch. This is one of the ZX line. This is specifically the ZX7 titanium Damascus heat-treated case, or Timascus if you prefer. There are only 40 of these. I waited a good long time for this one, a long time. It was worth the wait. I have another ZX, a ZX3 Mecha Quartz, and that's a fine watch in and of itself. I believe it's a meteorite titanium case. Yeah, meteorite face, titanium case. This one is a simple black face with the Timascus case. Very unique looking watch. Other than Zelos has done several titanium Damascus cases for, I believe, well, obviously this one, I believe they've done a hammerhead run, and I think they did a couple of these Skyraiders. I think they did 3 of them. I'd love to get my hands on one of those someday. But just a beautiful, beautiful watch. Very nice, hunky. You know, it takes a positive click to get that chronograph working, and it works beautifully. Click, and then a hard click to reset it. There you go. You know, you cannot accidentally push one of these buttons. You better mean it. just a gorgeous watch. And I it originally came on a strap that I didn't like so much. I paired it up with a Collareb Italian leather strap. It's sort of a suede feel to it. It's the same strap basically that the Seiko Doctor's chronograph from my last video, the top 5 Seikos. Same strap, just 22 millimeter, as you can see, instead of 18, which was the other one. And this watch, just, I mean, I wear this all the time. It's light, it's durable, it's striking to look at. And it is my favorite Zelos, and I love all my Zelos watches, but this one is my favorite. This one is obviously number one. Cannot be anything else. It may be one of my favorite watches in my entire collection, but I'm going to do a top 10 fairly soon of all my watches, regardless of brand. So we'll see. Will the ZX7 be number one? Will the Ripley from my other video be number one? Will it be something else? I don't know. I gotta go look at all my watches, and I gotta sit down and have a think, and have a drink, and a thinking drink. So tune in again later for that. So I'm gonna wrap my video up right there of my top 5 favorite Zelos watches. I'm very happy with my decisions. Love them all, wear them all, enjoy them all, and I'm not selling any of them. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. All I ask is you keep it clean, keep it civil. I delete and block incivility. I've only had to do that 3 times, which is pretty good, but I have done it. And if you like what you see and you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button and click the little bell icon so when I make new videos and upload them, you'll be notified. Once again, this is Celine Driver. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time.